unlock the joy.
I chyba na imię jej Klara.
The only petal I see here is called Klara.
The right answer. And now for your reward.
Cześć, witam was bardzo serdecznie i pozdrawiam.
Allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us and we're gonna act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance! What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offence.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realize it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realized that.
You couldn't have realized. Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more I apologize. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
Dobra, pójdziemy za nim, bo on nas doprowadzi, gdzie mamy konia.
Golden, eh?
I słuchajcie, po wstępie, w poprzednim odcinku, jak już zauważyliście, udało się nam uratować pana Ptaszka. Spotkaliśmy też pana Bergowa i mamy do wioski wyruszyć.
And that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
No, zgubiłem się parę razy. Zgubiłem. Dobra, ale wyzdrowieliśmy, bardzo fajnie. Co oni przechodzą? Duchy. Nie szkodzi.
The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
Pogardliwy, nie? Ciągle.
I can understand you are overwhelmed by the magnificence around you.
Nasrane wszędzie, jakie to wspaniałe. Stamtąd bym jeszcze zagadał.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you. Or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
Dobra, spierdzielaj. Ja teraz stąd będę mógł... A, poszła. Trudno. Dobra, do Kabata będzie trzeba się udać. Weź swój ekwipunek. Co oni nam tu dali ciekawego? Pierwsza sprawa to miecz. Tarcza. Pochodnia. Ten. Pas myśliwski. Saska Korczuka, zardzewiały napierśnik. Teraz można. Zwykły kaftan. Tak. Na łokcie, rękawice. Niedorobiony na zapikowaną ochronę. Kurde, my już mamy prawie komplet, bym powiedział. Charyzmę by się nam przydało zwiększyć. Pierścień. Dobra, niech będzie ten sygnet. A gdzie są te szaty, które nam dał? Mianowania Seneszala Ambróżego. W ogóle, czy my powinniśmy tu jeszcze jakieś księgi? Wydaje mi się, że nie. Doskonalono alchemię. Czy my to w kółko będziemy mogli, czy ja tego nie czytałem? Dobra, będzie trzeba na to zwracać uwagę i teraz musimy się do tamtego... Dobrze, moi drodzy, ja już wszystko sobie przygotowałem. Do Kerdela musimy się udać. Tak naprawdę.
For at least a week without anyone noticing.
Exactly. And that's not all.
Excuse me.
Pytanie, czy tą propozycję, którą nam dali, że będziemy mogli dostać nowego konia.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind. You got out of jail yesterday and today you've got a horse. Fuck, I wouldn't mind having your kind of luck. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. Take care.
Śledzia. Sprawdź konia. Wytrzymałość większa, ładowność taka sama, tempo lepsze, odwaga i wartość. Chcę go.
I took a look at Herring.
And?
I'll take him.
Good. He ain't the fastest, but he'll work his little heart out, and he'll keep going for fucking ages. And he's a well-behaved, smart animal as well. An honest stock, too. From the Semine stud farm. Not one of them stolen nags.
Nasz
that's
też
seen
z
around
semińskiej
these parts.
stadniny.
I've heard that wind is blowing from them dodgy nomads.
So I heard.
Well, let's not forget about your horse. He's there in the stables, so go and get him. You do know how to ride, don't you?
Ah, don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
Farewell.
Dobra, czyli co? My musimy oporządzić konia. To będzie nasz śledź.
Excuse me.
Nie ma sprawy, człowieku. Dobra. Czyli tak, najpierw musimy znaleźć osprzęt dla konia. Na koń. Na koń. Jak on więcej nie uniesie? O cholera. Co z nim tak słabo? Dostaliśmy osprzęt, siodło mgleńsze spędzonej skóry. A co oni tu nam proponowali za siodło? Czy koń przez to zaczął więcej? Dobra, niech tak jest. To jest wszystko, co możemy na nim zrobić. Może też więcej udźwignąć dzięki temu. Bo ja jestem przeciążony, bo pewnie wszystko z siwka zwaili nam. Siodło praskę. Bajgel. Dobra. Teraz wsio.
I'm glad you're here. I needed to catch a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to here with that Chamberlain Stuffenberg, or whatever the bastard's name is.
Jebać go.
Ah, fuck him. We're here on account of von Bergov. I have a feeling he won't be giving him a pat on the back either for the way he treated us.
I suppose you're right. But I won't be fucking humiliated. A jump-top tosser like that isn't going to get high-handed with the Lord of Perkstein.
I agree. Although, the Lord of Perkstein can also act pretty haughty at times.
Look, I know I behaved like an idiot, but
Nah, don't worry about it. It's water under the bridge.
I'm in your debt. Talking of debts, there's one more we need to settle. Both of us. That herbwoman, Bozhena, really helped us after that ambush. If it hadn't been for her, we wouldn't have survived.
Aye. You're right.
I gave her my word. And the word of a noble must be kept, as we both know.
You're right. That's only proper.
Therefore, I entrust you with that, on behalf of both of us. Give her our sincerest thanks, along with this. That ought to repay our debt royally.
Your wish is my command, sir.
As soon as we get back from Nabokov. It's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall. Carpe diem.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then.
Tak, dobra. Jedziemy.
What is it? You whistling just for fun?
Co? Zamknij się, do gwizdania na koniach, chłopie.
It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Bergov certainly knows how to make an impression.
That's true. Von Bergov must be loaded.
I expect the office of the Royal Chamberlain is a nice earner. Or maybe he shits gold ingots.
Ej, co tu się dzieje? Czemu oni mnie śledzą teraz?
Fuck.
Bo ci pieli?
This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul. And he'd ask me, "So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
I reckon it'll be some time yet before you go to the next life and face judgment. Audente's Fortuna Juva, remember?
Or I've got a guardian angel by the name of Henry.
It's a shame I lost my flaming sword, though.
Dobra, i co my będziemy?
I need to get my mind on other things and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
How could I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Troskovitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first wins. So, get ready, forward!
Dobra, tylko ja nie znam zbytnio drogi, wiecie.
Quick!
Ale szybko może pójść.
Quick! Quick!
Co ty się, koniku, denerwujesz tutaj?
Hey!
Come on.
A, ma szybszego konia.
Go!
Ewidentnie.
Quick. Whoa.
Christ, yeah. Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
Think nothing of it. But watch out next time. I won't hold back.
You never give up. That's what I like most about you.
So, what now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I won't be trifled with anymore. I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nabokov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters.
Koń potrafi skakać, odkryłem to teraz. Ale czad.
Quick.
Dobra, w ogóle gdzie my jesteśmy na mapie? Znajome tereny, tutaj zbirów pełno. Co tutaj gdzieś podążamy?
We turn right here.
I'm glad you feel better.
So am I, my friend. So am I. We still have lots to do before we go back to Ratai. And I was afraid, you know, that I'd fuck it up. And I almost did, but I'm not afraid anymore. Now I see it as an opportunity and a challenge. Any old fool can manage simple tasks, but hard ones, they require a man like Sir Hans Capon of Lipa and Perkstein.
And Henry of Skalitz.
Aye, he faces the hardest tasks of all.
Musicie w ogóle przyznać, że te historie są fajne.
What do you think of our prospects with von Burgos?
Well, we haven't got off to the best start, have we? But I'll do everything in my power to ensure we succeed. Hanush, Radzig and Jobst are depending on us. If they thought it was a lost cause, they wouldn't have sent me. They'd have sent, you know, someone less important. That's diplomacy in a nutshell. If you're serious about something, you send someone important to add gravity and show respect.
You didn't answer my question.
I did. You just didn't realize. All right, I'll explain. According to what Hanush told me before we set out, von Burgov is no fool. Quite the opposite. Persuading him won't be easy. We have to show him he has more to gain than to lose with us.
What does he have to gain?
That's what we have to work out. But sometimes gaining something is less important than not losing what you have. We should be able to agree on that.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trotsky.
Hey, so Yaromir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Burgov. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You've got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaromir will be here any moment.
See?
Dobrze, że nas spuścili, nie jak w tamtym zamku.
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times.
On jak Kuman
Well then,
wygląda.
Yaromir of Nabokov at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaromira. Sir Otto von Berghoff asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses! My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Berghoff didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Jaromir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Jaromir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
Aye. Lovely country. A feast for the eyes.
Well, that's nice to hear, especially from someone from far-off parts. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there, so don't get under the lad's feet. But you can drop in on Pelzel and check how he's looking after your horses. We're rolling some dice, eh? We've got none of guesswork, so don't all be shy. Invite him to play if he finds himself at a loose end. At least he'll show you how your betters play.
Right you are, Michael. You can rely on me.
And you, Ertl, have you got
Good to
shit for
see ya.
brains? You've got a guess, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't know.
Shut your gob and attend to your duties.
Right, I'm going.
So you've heard then. I hope you won't disappoint Sverk and pass some time with him.
He won't get a game out of me.
Pity. There's nothing wrong with calling on Lady Luck now and then with a game of dice. Zwerk has some polished badges. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at yours. You'll find him over there at the table. He's there pretty much all day. I'll keep telling him. Your arse will wear a hole down there one day, and you'll fall down in it. Dice and all. But now to the important business. There's a bite to eat on the table and something to wash it down with, so help yourself. And I'll be happy to chew the fat. I'm sure you've got loads of stories.
Okej, poznaj lepiej audienta Michała, strawa. Dobra, czy ja bym potrzebował jedzenie? To jest do wypierdzielenia. Pozwól, że tu w kącie zacznę wyrzucać jedzenie. Nie wiem, po co my tyle tego jedzenia zbieramy.
I heard Lord von Berghoff himself sent you. So, what has he sent you with?
That's for their lordships to know. Not me.
Aye. No one tells us commoners anything. Typical lords. But you must have heard something. You know how it goes. You've got ears, ain't you?
Co on, kurde, taki ciekawy?
I've got ears, but I don't crouch at keyholes.
All right, I don't mean to offend you. Tell me one thing, though. Why didn't von Berghoff send one of his own instead of some Lord of Pirkstein and his escort?
Well, I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Jaromir. So he didn't send just anyone.
Ah, the way of the nobles. Not something I know much about, but you do, it seems. So your master, Lord Capon of Perkstein, is somehow significant.
One of the most significant in the Kingdom of Bohemia.
Well, you're lucky you're with him. Look who I'm serving. And you're his, what, page, servant?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it, but mostly I take care of his security.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Yeremir, but he barely travels these days, so I don't get out much.
Lord Capon is always getting up to something.
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, we've had a nice chat. And since you're here, what would you say to a bit of a friendly duel? You've got time to kill, and me too. Let's do something to shorten it. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the glory of our masters. You for yours, me for mine.
Próbujemy.
I accept your offer. I'd fight for Lord Capon any time and any place.
Then you're the right man in the right place. Get your kit ready, and we can get stuck in.
Walczmy
Do
może.
it, Michael.
You don't have to ask twice. We've got some blunt old weapons for practice here, so we'll use them. We don't want to hack each other to pieces, do we?
That's sensible.
We'll do it in a little courtyard behind the gate. Tell me what weapon you want, and we'll get cracking.
Miecz jednoręczny.
Sword will do.
A choice fitting for a nobleman. Give me a moment. I'll put my gear on.
Kurde, wiecie, to może być coś ciekawego.
Well then. Ready?
Oj,
You're back off! Ah!
A good fight.
Yeah, I'd say. I haven't had such a good stretch in a long time. The good name of Lord Yeremir has been defended. But you defended Lord Capon's too. You fought well. If you're feeling a bit sore, go and see Klara. She'll be in that house beneath the smithy beyond the gate, I reckon. She'll be happy if you show her where it hurts. I might have said this already, but if you've got nothing on your plate, you can have a game of dice's work. Or try Pelzel in the stables. I'm sure he'd love to show you how we hold races to pass the time. And if you want to train some other battle skills, you can practice archery with Mark. I reckon you'll find him on the gate.
cholera, ale nam zły łomot, a w ogóle ja się zastanawiam, bo mi by się przydało jako druga broń jakiś łuk, czy coś w tym rodzaju, czy ja coś mam w ogóle na koniu, tak mi się przypomniało. Stara kusza. No tak, ja bym ją chciał wziąć z konia. Jak ja mam to zrobić? Ktoś mi powie? No bo ona jest nieziemska. Jest pomoc, zamknij.
God bless.
Trudno, szkoda. Gdzie my mamy do tej Gertrudy iść? Schowaj ten miecz tutaj chyba, co? Klara, o! No wilku mowa. My mamy teraz 2 punkty atutków.
Greetings, sir. I watched your duel against Michael. It was amazing.
Nie przesadzaj.
Michael's pretty tough. None of the men here can match him.
Aye. I found out the hard way.
But they usually get battered even worse. You really made him work for his victory, didn't you?
I did my best. And that's why I'm here, in fact. He knocked me about a bit. I was wondering if you'd take a look at my wounds, if you've got a moment.
That's what I'm here for. Show me so I know if I need to apply ointment, stitches, or the saw.
It surely won't be all that bad.
Don't worry, Sir Knight. You'll live here in one piece.
Nie marudź.
I've done what I could. Better now?
Aye. Much better. Thanks a lot.
I'm glad. Will you tell me who you are?
Henry. Lord Capon's retainer. We're on a mission from Lord Bombergov.
Oh, I'm Klara. Nice to meet you, Sir Knight.
I'm not a knight, actually.
Oh, how come? You look like one.
Knights are a separate class. Not every noble with a sword is a knight, you know.
Please explain it to me then.
Knight is the title of part of the lower nobility, but that doesn't mean that they're genuine dubbed knights. To be dubbed a knight, take the oath and so on, you first have to serve as a page for some time. And then you perform some great feat, like heroism in battle, and only then are you rewarded with knighthood.
My word. I had no idea it was that complicated. I'd love to hear more, but I have to go and get some more herbs. I'm running low. Would you like to come with me and maybe tell me something about yourself?
I will be only too happy to escort such a comely maid.
Comely? You'll make me blush. Come on then, let's go. If I don't get back soon, the sick will start to treat themselves with schnapps, and that wouldn't do. Shall we go?
Dobra, będziemy śledzić Klarę sobie, wzrost u niej reputacji.
I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about knights, or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
Przybysławice.
All right then. Some time ago, my native region, far from here, was plagued by a gang of bandits. I tracked them, and it wasn't easy, until I found their secret stronghold in an abandoned village. My lord's retinue, me included, went at them. There was a terrible battle. Our enemies were Cumans, and they fought like demons. A lot of blood was shed. But we were victorious.
You really aren't any run-of-the-mill man-at-arms. At least I have nothing to fear when I'm with you. Tell me more, please.
Once, I was on the trail of this scoundrel, but the sly fox hid in the cloisters of Sasau Monastery. So I had to become a novice to track him down.
Good heavens! So you're actually a monk?
No. I entered the monastery under a false name, so I'd say I'm not a real monk.
That's good to know. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just patch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too.
No widzę Klarę i co z nią?
Horses here, more in the stables, and a big corral with even more outside the village. That's a lot more than I'd expect here. I wonder where Lord Nebat got them all. Maybe that Pelzel will know.
Dobra, co robimy?
This really is a lovely spot. If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass and take it easy. But I can't.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments and concoctions run out, they reach for the liquor. And if his lordship found out I was dawdling, he'd have my guts for garters.
Does Sir Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master, but strict, I can't lie. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs. Then maybe we'll find a moment.
For dawdling? I can.
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
Jasne, chętnie pomogę.
Sure. I'll be glad to help. What do you need?
I need marigold, a lot of it ideally. Then poppy and some sage. It all grows in the glade here, but sometimes it takes a while to find.
All right. I'll be right back.
Thank you. I'll wait here.
Mak, nagietek i szałwia. Mak, nagietek i szałwia. Dobra, nagietek mamy. Wilki, cholera. Ale co, maku nie musiałem zbierać? Czy o co tu kaman? Słuchajcie, zajrzymy sobie w dziennik, żeby się upewnić. Klary, opcjonalnie 3/4. Maki, dokładnie. O, jest mak. Maki to idzie poznać, nie? Z daleka. Co to jeszcze szałwia? Trochę szałwi, nie? Ją trzeba też ogarnąć. Jak wygląda szałwia, wy mi powiedzcie. Oset. O, proszę bardzo. Jest i szałwia. A tu jedną. Te wilki mnie trochę niepokoją. Dobrze, że nas nie zaatakowały.
I've got everything.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot. You've really helped me out.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will, don't worry. But first I want to show you something. Hurry.
No za szybko to ci, Klara, powiem, nie biegasz. Kurde, zasadzka na mnie.
Now tell me what's so important that you couldn't tell me back there in the glade.
I wanted to give you a riddle.
A riddle? Why?
You'll know soon enough. Now listen. I bloom in silence, a petal's grace, a delicate charm in a hidden place, a whispered scent, a subtle ploy. What am I, elusive and coy? Solve this riddle, unlock the joy.
I chyba na imię jej Klara.
The only petal I see here is called Klara.
The right answer. And now for your reward. I hope they didn't hear us in the fortress. People wouldn't half talk. If you're as good as that on the battlefield, may God have mercy on your enemies.
I'm not so considerate on the battlefield, because as a true knight, I must do everything I can for a damsel in distress.
You'll soon be a begging knight if you carry on like that.
What do you mean?
Well, I can grind the seeds and the like, but not every damsel in distress knows the recipe.
Should we stay a while longer?
No, up you get. I've got enough herbs and the sick are waiting. Pass me my clothes, please.
Sure. I should get dressed too.
Farewell for now, Henry, and thanks for your help.
Dobra, jestem ubrany, to najważniejsze. Słuchajcie, trzeba będzie tu chyba nawycinać z tego, bo nie wiem, co się stało. Gra wszystko pokazała generalnie. Nie wiem, jak na to YouTube zareaguje. A w tym miejscu chciałbym się w tym odcinku z wami serdecznie pożegnać. W następnym zaczynamy wyznać się, co z tymi końmi, o co tam chodzi. Dzięki za oglądanie, cześć.